see, people going crazy with foil work all over the boat park, sanding, putting on little bits and pieces, changing aspect ratios. What about you? I mean, are you running a stock setup, or are you making those same kind of changes?
Very stock setup. In fact, the same setup from Dubai, except I cut my tips down a little bit. If it doesn't help me tack better and have better boat handling, I'm not doing it to my boat.
We've got what looks to be a light air regatta head. Talk about what your foil choice is here and what the state of the art in Andrew McDougall's head is for a foil for the world.
Well, I have to probably give a little bit to Dave Lister, who basically came up with a fixed tip foil. We've got like eagle winglets on the end here, which helps with the generation of vortices, or lack of generation of vortices. You've got the front little tip, just feeds onto the back little tip. So we've basically got a little bit of flex here, which a lot of the boys are running around trying to do now. This is Kainui Bay, the venue of the 2013 Moth Worlds. Home soil for the US fleet. One of the problems here is there's no wind. No wind here today, nothing forecast for the next 5 days. In a series like this, this really could be the venue of broken egos. Some really good guys could carry some massive scores at this event.
Before we go any further, I'd like to show you all a game I made up. This game is called
Started 11th Hour is a foundation that kind of helps programs and sailors that are kind of doing the right thing. They want to do it with top-level programs so that it shows the image that good people can get results while doing the right thing environmentally.
Trash in our environment, trash on the water, has really affected your regatta.
I took a bit of a bad shift at the beat, but I was coming back into it down the run and run over a plastic bag. And it got fully wrapped around the floors, capsized the boat, tried to get it off, didn't get it off, again capsized the boat, so it took me back to sort of 35th. Unfortunately in our sport, I must say, we're going really fast, it's not always possible to steer around these bags, and often they're clear as well, and there's a lot of trash like bottles and bags and all sorts of things that are in the water around here, so it's been pretty hard for us, but I think generally speaking it's just one of those things that we can't do anything about until it gets cleaned up.
Well, we came here not really knowing who was on pace, whether the Aussies or the Americans versus the Brits. So it's kind of a bit testing, a bit nerving for us first time to come here and not really know where we stood.
Tom Post, you're our race officer here today. Really tough conditions, but you almost snuck one in.
Yep, we've had difficult few days here with the weather, and the forecast was for the wind to build. We got the team out there on the course, and the boats were foiling. It looked like it was pretty solid, but then the thunderhead started moving closer, the air died, and the conditions became unreasonable for the sailors. We decided that, in all fairness, we'd abandon the race.
Wait, I want to hear. So what's the biggest rivalries about?
I think probably more between all the guys in the U.S. than anybody else, just because we always sail together, and we only get to see these other guys once a year. But country to country, I mean, Australia is definitely a pretty prominent sailing nation, and they've got a lot of really good guys here, so that's probably number one. And then we like to beat on some Italians just for the fun of it, so probably call them number two.
It's easy to fall in love. When you fall in love, you know you're done. You got easy eyes to hunt in the world above. Me
I'm Greta Cruzy, and I'm here at the McDougall McConaghy Moth World Championship. Today is day 2. Yesterday had to be abandoned due to no wind, and we're just sitting around waiting on the breeze. All right, we just had recall number 4. I just learned that 4 starts do not equal 4 races. We are still yet and trying to start race number 1. Today we'll have a Z flag up at this one, and I think a little bit of a breeze is picking up.
I think the whole British fleet have been working really hard for the last sort of year since Garda to get on the pace. Certainly in the light stuff, we've probably got a bit of advantage over them with our boats.
Bora had a good start today with some good races. I held in there. It was very shifty, puffy, so as you know, it's very tough to salvage 3 decent races today. So I think 3 top 10s, 3 top 15s is our keepers for sure.
Yeah, I took a different approach to everyone who was racking up on the fleet, where I'd try and get on the foils for a few minutes beforehand and come in with a lot of pace. So I'd come foiling in at about 15 knots of boat speed, and just hoping and praying there was going to be a hole for me to shoot through. It's a really stressful decision to make before the start, because if it works really well, but if it doesn't, you're basically lost.
Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Leslie, guess what today is? Hump Day! Woo-hoo!
All right, race 4 just finished, and we have some real breeze. First place, Bora Gulari. Second, Peter Burling. Third place, Brad Funk. Fourth place, Ian Jensen. Fifth place, Julian Salter.
That first race was awesome, where everybody was foiling. So I think people are a little eager to get up there, and I saw weather The blue boat was on port ley line, head on head with Mach 2, and I believe the boat sank. Everybody's all right, but it was some good action, and I've never heard or seen anything like that before, so it's definitely an eye-opener to be careful out here.
Well, my name's Tom Offer, and we're just inspecting the damage after quite a scary crash that I just had with Philippe there, one of the Swiss guys. We're just coming in to the windward mark. I was on the port ley line, ducking quite a few boats. There weren't many gaps.
So I had a big crash up there. Happy still to be alive. The sail was a bit open because I was bearing away, so hitch rod got into my boom. The boom cracked, so I think the shock was really violent.
We are up at the windward mark, and it has been crashes all around from the starboard tack, port tack. I'm learning all my sailing terminology, and all I know is that from every tack, people are running into each other.
Girl out here was doing a spectacular job. Greta picking up coconuts, picking up garbage.
Yeah. All right, and we've got the winner of race 7, the last race of the day, Scott Babbage. It has been one interesting race.
Greta Cruci, you are a pro kiter. You've gone on those boards all over the world and done crazy things with waves and stuff. What about sailing a Moth after your first time?
It was really cool. I don't know if this really counts. I just kind of went for a ride, but it's like flying. Like hydrofoiling is one of the coolest things ever, and now I'm just unfortunately or fortunately stoked to actually get out there and foil on my own. So that's the goal for this week. I'm kind of challenging myself to do it.
Wanna be a billionaire so freaking bad. Buy all of the things I never had.
So we are here for race 8, hopefully, of day 5. Yesterday we had completely off. Some of the guys went cliff jumping, chasing turtles. I was very happy with the fact that we all went surfing on the North Shore. See the Swedes, the Americans, the Irish. It was a full-on Insta crowd at sunset. I think everyone was just keen to explore the island of Oahu. It's such a beautiful place, so it was sort of nice just to have it called, and it was a lot of fun. Well, that was the start of race 9, and it has been abandoned. We have some not so happy sailors, as this is the first really, yeah, not so happy. This is the first good wind of the day.
We are on race 9, guys. Look at that, Joshy McKnight and Ben Payton out. Just keeps it up. No! Ben Payton off the foils, just ahead of Josh McKnight. And Josh is gonna get him. Is he gonna get him? Look at this. Oh yeah!
It's the end of race 9, and in first place we have Rob Greenhouse, second Ben Payton, and third Bora Gulari. It's been a good day on the water. Its most excitement today is, are they going to keep the races or not? But looks like the winds picked up. Hi, I'm Greta Cruzy, and I'm here at the Moth World Championships with the 5 female competitors of the 80 worldwide individuals who are racing. Or what do you think will get more women into the sport?
I think they need the opportunity to get their foot in the door and have a go. They see them, they're quite inspirational, but getting a chance to go on one is limited. So getting your foot in the door is one sort of having a go, and then once you've had a go, you're like, wow, this is pretty cool.
There was a women's world championship, a world champion, outright world championship.
1960, a French woman.
Yeah. That's a hell of a title.
Yeah.
All right, well, I know you guys gotta get ready. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Well, better prepare when I'm a billionaire.
Yeah, see, now I never been a really rich dude. Give me some clothes on my back and a plate full of food. But my biggest fear was growing up to be someone nameless. As a kid, I just knew that I was gonna be famous.
So 2013 outright world champion. How's it feel?
Unbelievable. I don't think it's really set in yet. When I first started getting ready, I definitely felt like I was a little behind in just my preparation, but I took myself, basically checked out and only focused on the Moth for a good chunk of time, and when it's all you do every single day, it pays off, obviously. I think a major part of my speed was the sail. I mean, Chris Williams and I have been working on it for a while. I was working with the North Sails from Australia and Japan also for a while, but this year I really made a conceited effort to work on it with Chris, and the thing is great. I mean, it's easy. I think it had a large part to do with my downwind pace for sure. It's a powerful sail, and it could be flattened off, and I was not off the pace upwind by any means.
I wanna be on the cover of Forbes magazine, smiling next to Oprah and the Queen. Every time I close my eyes, I see my name in shining lights. Oh yeah, a different city every night.
What a spectacular week here at the 2013 McConaghy and McDougall Moth World Championships in Kaneohe Bay, Hawaii. And Greta Cruzy, you have been a blast here this week, but coming from outside the sport, what did you think of this World Championship?
It's been amazing. I'm from Charleston, South Carolina. I've lived sort of all over the world in the country and in sailing communities, and I've never really had this firsthand personal experience with sailing, and moths couldn't be a cooler introduction. These one-man foiling machines, and it's very it's a really physical sport. I mean, this is the first time I realized, wow, sailing is legitimately a sport. It's so many things to think about, like just from the equipment to how you position yourself and the wind and everything. I couldn't ask for a better introduction, and I'm really excited, and I'm hooked. I wish they had more wind, though. I really wish they had more wind this week.
All right, Greta Cruzy, Alan Block, this has been the best time of our lives here in Kaneohe Bay, Hawaii at the Moth World Championship.
That's where it all goes wrong.
We've I think this is the 4th time we've sailed against each other, and maybe the 5th time we've sailed against each other in the Moth. I believe now the score is 3-2 in his favor. So.
Yeah, but you won the 2 important ones. He's 2-1 in Worlds, right?
Yeah. No, I've got.
Speakers there.
What was that about, dude?
I was just trying to send a signal for my cab ride later.
Whoop whoop. Delayed.
Just to see why you have such a big problem with me. I mean, I'm really starting to get sad.
I just trying to play flute.
Okay.
No, we're not gonna publish that part. We're just gonna...
Okay. All right, we're going to do the top 10 finalists.
I've never seen a Petey blooper reel.
Give me one of these. Enjoy.